jurisdiction over here?
I do. I'm actually the school.
You to leave?
Listen to me.
If the principal has not asked you to
Listen
leave.
to me. You're gonna end up. You're gonna end up.
Go!
You're under arrest.
Let go.
You are under arrest.
Let go of me.
You are under arrest.
Let go of me.
Go 3 quarters.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so I'm going to go over this. I just saw the video, which I probably don't want to show. Even though there's no gruesome, it is very, just all of a sudden, the guy is, like, oh, well, what's going on? He's waiting for his kid or something. It shows the cops talking to this guy, this Antifa member. And then all of a sudden, he looks like he's like waiting for the teacher or something, and then he goes and he's saying, "Oh, the teacher hasn't let me go," or something like this. And then all of a sudden, he brakes, he starts going, and then the cop kind of follows him and kind of shoves him out the door, grabs his arm and shoves him out the door. And then and the guy's going, let go of me, and he's like, he's pretty irate. He's like, let go of me. But then he has his hand in his pocket, and it looks like he takes out a gun. And I'm like, well, that's the stupidest thing ever. As soon as he took out the gun, I was like, well, and he was really being manhandled by the cops. I have no idea what happened prior to this, because that's where the body cam footage picks up. He's in the school. Apparently he got shot in the head. Body cam pictures militant Antifa shot in the head by cops after pulling gun. This is the guy right here. The police officer who shot the leader of a militant Antifa group was legally justified in a January 11th shooting at a Eugene, Oregon middle school. Alright, so that's him. His name is Charles Landros. He was 30 years old. He was fatally shot in the head by Officer Steve Tim at the Cascade Middle School, where Landros' daughter is a student. Landros can be seen on body cam footage pulling a gun during a struggle with Tim and another officer, Aaron Johns, following a custody argument. Landros went to the school that day over a conflict with his daughter's mother. He had enrolled the girl in the school earlier that week without telling his former spouse, but school officials later learned that the girl's mother had the sole authority to decide which school the girl attended. At some point, Landros was told to leave the school because he stopped answering the officer's questions. He was warned that he would be arrested if he didn't leave, the district attorney said. Police body cam footage shows Landros refusing to leave the school because he believed only the principal had the authority to force him from the campus. He then sees his daughter walk into the hallway and repeatedly yells for her to go. He then sees his daughter walk into the hallway and repeatedly yells for her to go. Oregon Live. Oh, wow, he was shot in front of his daughter? Bubba, stop. According to District Attorney Patty Perlow, Tim and Johns tried to arrest Landros on suspicion of disorderly conduct and trespassing, pushing him outside the front doors. Landros pushed back and then pulled a handgun as he and Johns begins to struggle. Landros can be seen pointing the gun at Tim and firing 2 rounds, which missed the officer. Tim returned fire and hit Landros in the head right in front of his daughter. Oh my God! It was right in front of the daughter. But he did take out the gun. He did take out the gun. There's video of it. I couldn't believe it when he took out the gun. I was watching the body cam footage and I was like, I can't believe he took the damn gun out. Police officers worked the scene where the suspect was shot at the Cascade Middle School in Eugene, Oregon on Friday, January 11th. It is unknown why Charles Landros chose to use deadly force in this circumstance, but he clearly had no regard for the lives of the police officers or the students or staff present, including his child, said Perlow in a statement. Officer Tim saved the life of Officer Johns himself and perhaps many others given the number of rounds Charles Landros had loaded in his weapon. There is no clearer circumstance than the use of deadly force is justified than this. Landros founded the community armed self-defense Antifa group, according to AmmoLand, and was wearing a Smash the Patriarchy and Chill shirt during the incident. Smash the Patriarchy and Chill shirt during the incident. I don't want to play it. The 9mm pistol Landros pulled was bought legally in December by his sister-in-law, according to Perlow, and he was a concealed handgun license holder. He had a round in the chamber, 18 rounds in the magazine, and another loaded magazine on his gun belt. In his car, police found another magazine. Landros was also wearing a backpack that had bullets for different caliber firearm. Landros' family has called for an independent investigation into his killing, noting that he was an honorably discharged Army veteran and the father of 10 and 12-year-old daughters. In mid-January, a heated protest broke out over the incident in which anti-police demonstrators faced off with counter-protesters supporting the police. This, if you want to watch this, it's like 8 seconds. Okay. Protesters and counter-protesters clash at Cascade Middle School this evening. Friends of Charles Landros claim Friday's officer-involved shooting was a homicide. Parents of students showed their support for the Eugene Police Department. Details, blah, blah, blah. One Cascade Middle School parent at the protest defended the officers. They're saying disarm cops. They're saying that was murder. It wasn't murder. Landros brought a gun to my kid's school, said Karen Neurotic. They didn't get calls because their kids don't go here. I got a call saying my kid was terrified because they heard shots fired. Community Armed Self-Defense Facebook page said they could not count on the police to protect marginalized people and that firearms help marginalized groups protect themselves, the Daily Emerald reported. The police are not here to protect us. They are more likely to harm us themselves than they are to serve or protect us, the group wrote on their Facebook page. Description: the Civil Liberties Defense Center, another of the activist groups Landros belonged to, posted about the shooting on their Facebook page. The post said Landros left behind 2 daughters, ages 12 and 10, a partner, and numerous family members and friends. The group also said it would raise money to investigate the shooting on their own. Officers Timms and John have been with the Eugene Police Department for 14 and 17 years respectively. Oh man, what a whole 9 yards. I was gonna say, why did he pull a gun? Why did he pull a gun? That was crazy. I'll leave the link. Go and watch the video. It's only like 2 minutes. All right, bye-bye.